All right, what's up, Rollerblades? I'm over here at Sam Brownlee's house. We're grinding some coffee though, it's all good. We're just hanging out. So if you've been following the channel, you know my AG20s here. I ordered them a little bit small. I ordered the 8.9 boot, and which was a mistake. I should have got a size up, but I was trying to be aggressive. I tried to size down a little bit. So I got the 8.9 boot with the 10.11 shell, and I thought I was trying to be clever and do what B-Free was doing, but it was just a little bit too much. So I went on Amazon and bought this thing.
Looks like a duck.
Yeah, it's like a weird duck thing. But it's like a boot stretcher I bought for like 20, I'm sorry, not 20, but like 50 bucks. They don't advertise, again, these are the AG20s, so they're plastic. And they don't advertise that you can or should heat mold these, but I kind of heard through like a little birdie, little grapevine, that you can. And truth be told, we've already tried with my foot. And so we're gonna try to use this contraption and see if it works. And then hopefully if it dries up.
Yeah, we're hoping. We've kind of had some nasty rain the last few days, and it's got that lovely little like drizzle right now.
The weather.
Because
these have been hurting. I don't know if you saw the Bernie video, but when Ben fell and threw his hat, that was him smashing his toes.
Exactly. That was me being angry. When I threw my hat, which I'll show right here. Boop. Like my toes right now, I'm surprised that I didn't actually lose my toenails. Oh, I should mention too, it has this tag on here, which reminded me. I took it to a local ski shop, Sun and Ski, here in San Antonio, which, you know, might be questionable, but the guy was awesome, and he tried to stamp or whatever the toe box like they do with ski boots, because it is hard plastic underneath all this kind of like cordura and like ballistic material or whatever, but he was really nervous about the glued portions on like the toe cap here, and so he kind of called me back and said, man, like I really wish I could do it for you, but I'm just too sketched out.
Oh, they weren't able to do the top.
Right,
is that more of a cosmetic though, or
I don't know, man. Like that's the thing I told him. Like you can, man.
It is just a skin, isn't it, over the top?
Yeah, I think so. But I told him, man, like, hey, be aggressive with it. But he didn't want to mess him up, which I appreciate. And I'm too stubborn to try to just sell these and buy another pair that's larger. So we're gonna test this thing out. You can follow along with this adventure, but we'll see how it works out, so stay tuned. Go follow Sam on Instagram, Haggis Caliente, right here.
Bake your cookies.
That would be hilarious.
How to bake your skates.
So we're gonna preheat to 200. We just watched the USD carbon one, and we're just gonna do the same thing with the carbon. So we're gonna preheat to 200. I think put them in there for 15 minutes. Yeah. I'm gonna rewatch it, but I think it's 15 minutes. Again, if I ruin my skates today,
This is a how not to
right.
make skates.
That's the biggest thing, is like, if I ruin these today, it's my fault. No one's fault but mine. If you do the same thing and you ruin your skate, it's your fault. So these are not, I know, like this is, I'm willing to try this out. And if it goes bad, it goes bad. Like I hope I don't ruin the skates, I really do, because I love these skates, and that's why I wanna like be aggressive and make them fit.
Too aggressive.
Because I don't wanna wait for another pair to come in the mail. These only come with one of these, so we have to do one at a time. We're gonna put it in, we're gonna put the boot in, let it sit for 20, we're gonna call it 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes, and then we'll pull it out, pop the liner in, pop this sucker in, expand it, we'll pop the cuff on, and just so that nothing distorts, so. Chef, you got it? Oh, with the laces, I'll tuck them in, yeah. I know it says to take off the sole plate, but I heard from a secret source to leave the sole plate on. I don't know if it prevents boot distortion. All right, 20 minutes, let's do it. Like I literally run just to go get like sunshine. I don't know how to, whatever. All right. Feels nice and pliable. We shall see. And the next one in. All right, so I'm gonna pop the liner in. Yeah, it feels nice and, yeah, I know. I should have gloves on, honestly. If you're gonna do this, definitely probably wear gloves. Basically, don't do anything that I'm doing.
Just don't make the same mistakes I made, you know.
But I'm gonna put this in first and get this going while I'm putting the cuff on afterwards. Well, that was kind of like counterintuitive. So I'm gonna This one expands the toe box. So I'm just gonna slowly kind of do that until I feel some pressure. And then this one down here expands the heel lengthwise.
Crank that bad boy.
Yeah, that's the one we really want. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it stays seated, which it feels like it is. But I'm just gonna kind of watch the boot just to make sure it doesn't look like it's expanding too fast, I guess. I don't know. I feel like if there's a good way to ruin boots, I'm probably gonna find it here pretty soon. But I'm not feeling, okay, now I'm starting to feel some good pressure on the turn knob there. Okay, I definitely think we can give it some more. We're basically gonna let this sit effectively for the entirety of, while the other one's in there for 20 minutes. And I think I'll just kind of slowly expand it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put the cuff on now, actually.
Who knows, it might work. You might end up with the way to go for downsizing your skate.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man. I mean, that's best case scenario, so we shall see. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more budge here. Still feels like the boot's nice and pliable. Get a little bit more here, see what happens. So far so good, everything's holding together pretty well. I'm gonna expand the toe box just a little bit more up here because I'm not so worried about the width of the toe box necessarily. I'm much more worried about the length of the skate. So not so much this knob, but this knob right here. So we'll see, man, because I'd really like to skate these today and not lose my toenails. I'm optimistic, but I'm always optimistic, so that's not saying much, I guess. All right, we'll see what happens.
75 years later.
All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. We're about to pull the other boot out of the oven here. And I've kind of continuously given this more and more progressive pressure over time until I basically couldn't tighten it down anymore. I guess once the skate kind of cooled off.
And then I'll skate accordingly. Like, dude.
All right, the icon cookies are done here. Second batch. So just as I'm putting these together, I'll just let you guys know here that I tried the first one on already, and I can tell that it helped, but I can tell it's gonna need a couple more iterations, which we'll have to get to on a later video. But I can tell the toe box is expanded. I can definitely feel that. I can definitely tell that the length is just slightly stretched. I can tell it's improved, right? What we were trying to actually achieve, but which is good. I'd rather do it 3 or 4 times than ruin these on the very first go. You know what I mean? Sam and I are gonna go skate anyway. I'm not gonna skate these unfortunately today because I really don't want to lose my toenails because I brought the Colts as a backup here. So I brought the Colts. We're gonna go skate the Colts, have some fun. And let these cool down, excuse me. I will report back. Just wanted to kind of film this and get your thoughts, see what happens, because I don't want to give up on these just yet and just throw in the towel and sell them. So I want to keep working them and see if I can figure it out. Hit the like button if you did like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. And thank you, Sam, for letting me use your oven.
Let's go skate.
Let's go skate. All right, we'll see you next time. Stand by for an awesome, fun video of Sam and I skating the Bandera P-rail, so we will see you on that video.
See how the weather is.
Yeah, maybe some water skiing, but it'll be fun either way. See ya. Which one of these videos looks more interesting to you? This one or this one? Click one to support the channel and to support rollerblading, and I'll see you there.